Hello and welcome to Rain Francis Art. My name is Rain. Today I'm going to show you how I drew this 3D trick art ladder. Alright, so let's begin. I just want to show you what I'm using today. This is a dollar store sketch pad. It's 9 inches by 12 inches. It's just, it's just regular paper. I wanted something a little thicker than, say, computer paper, because when I fold it, I want it to be able to stand up on its own. So I'm using this dollar store sketch pad here. And I've basically got a pencil and I've got my eraser. I have a ruler because I'm going to be using a ruler. And I have a gray marker. I don't think it's a Sharpie. No, it's a dollar store brand. It's called Studio. And I have a black Sharpie here. All right, and I always use my old paintbrush to dust off my page. So what I'm going to do, I've already sort of marked lines here. I want to have a line that is 20 centimeters long, up and down the page, portrait, okay? So I'm going to draw my line. Oops, 20 centimeters long, okay? And I'm going to draw another line, 20 centimeters long, and I'm basically going to do it the width of the ruler, because that's going to be just the easiest way to do it. That way I know it's straight. See, I've got my two straight lines here. And now what I'm going to do is halfway is 10 centimeters, so I'm going to make a little mark here. And I'm going to draw a line which I'm going to erase later. So I want the line to be light. I don't want to press down too hard because I want to be able to erase it later. It's just going to be a guideline for me. Okay? So now what I want to do is I'm taking my ruler again, and this left corner of the outside of the ladder, I'm just kind of putting it at an angle. And I'm going to draw a line to this center guideline here. Just like that. And the same thing here from this top line. I want to follow the same angle and draw a line to my guideline here. Okay? Now, same thing going the other way. From this outside, I'm going to meet this line here. The outside line corner will meet the inside line corner like that. And this will meet this. Okay? So we've got our lines drawn in. Now I want to draw the rungs of the ladder. So what I'm going to do is along my straight line here, every 2 centimeters, I'm going to draw a little line because that's where I'm going to put the rung. And we already have our middle line there. So every 2 centimeters. Okay, I'm not going to put one at the bottom. So here I go, drawing the rungs, and I really want to try to make these straight. I'm not good at straight lines. I'm kind of lining it up against the edge of the pad here so that I can get it straight. I watched a tutorial on this. Thank you, Jon Harris. He did this one, and he did it like really quickly. Didn't use a ruler. Right away with the markers. I can't do that. I'm always afraid I'm going to make a mistake. Okay. And I do mine just a little different. I mean, it's the same effect, but I have a different way of doing it, I should say. I'm a little more picky, is a nice word for it. Okay, one more down here. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is everywhere I see a line here, I'm going to put a straight line across this part of the ladder as well. It's already started here, but I'm going to put a line right across as straight as I can. And I'm not drawing all the way across, only on the inside of this part. I'll do this one just to show you. I'm not drawing a line all the way across, just in the ladder. You see what I mean? I think it's important to get the lines straight so that you have the nice 3D effect after. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing going down this way. If I can get that right. Awesome. I got it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and erase my little guideline there. All right, I'm going to pull out my gray. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start with my black because the gray is going to go underneath. Sorry, I'm going to start with the gray. How's that for confusing you? I just see a few little, my old guidelines here. I just want to get rid of them. Okay. So let's start with the gray. And we're going to outline this ladder in gray. Okay? So let me begin here. And it doesn't matter if we get gray into the other ladder because black covers gray, right? And this is going to look like a shadow. Actually, this is meant to be the shadow. I'm running out of marker here. And I'm going to do all those lines in the middle. Just in this ladder, though. Yeah, this marker isn't that great. But it's doing the job. I wanted to do a drawing of a ladder this week because on my website, Rain Francis Creations, on the blog there, every Thursday we have Thursday Art and Dinner Date. And this week's prompt is ladders. So I thought I'd draw a 3D trick art ladder. I love doing the trick art. It's really cool. I'm just going to darken this line a little bit. It might be my bright lights, but I can't see this line very well, so let me darken that just a little bit. And this one too, yeah, I can't see very well. There we go. Now for this ladder, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use our black Sharpie. And if you feel like it, you could just go ahead and outline it, but I want it to be extremely straight. Okay. make sure I don't get Sharpie on my page because it's on my ruler. And you could easily smudge. So that's why I'm kind of lifting. I actually have a rag here, and I'm going to wipe it off each time just to make sure. Sharpie dries really quickly, but just to make sure that it doesn't smudge everywhere. Okay. Maybe I don't have to wipe it off each time. Now I'm going to do all the rungs. And I'm trying to make sure that it's, you know, the same, I'm losing my words here, that it aligns, there we go, the same alignment as that gray shading. Can you kind of see the 3D effect already? I can see it. I may upload this to my kids' channel too, because originally the guy whose video I watched, Jon Harris, I think he titled it 3D ladder for kids or something like that. Because it would be something kids could do easily. All right, so I'm just going to be a little picky, and I'm going to erase a couple of my pencil marks that I don't want showing. You don't have to be as picky as me. Okay. So I'm going to pause the video because I'm going to rip this sheet off, okay? I just want to get rid of the top of that page there. And because not only can I not draw a straight line, I cannot cut a straight line. So my ruler is my friend. So I'm just going to cut that off. There we go. That's straight enough. So now I'm going to take my ruler again, and remember that guideline I had? Right about here, I'm going to fold. I'm going to make a crease right about here. All right? And now let's make sure that that fold is very well folded. Great vocabulary, eh? Okay, I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to bring my camera with me, and I'm going to show you the 3D effect. I just propped up my drawing against a white background. It's just an old canvas, a painting canvas, and I wanted to show you the effect as I move my camera around. So this is what it looks like if you look at it straight on. Doesn't really look like, well, actually it does. It looks like a step ladder. If I had done it the other way, it probably would have looked like a step ladder. Interesting. So I'm just going to move my camera around and see what the effect is. So if we look at it from the top, it doesn't really, it might have a little bit of a 3D effect, but not what I'm looking for. So why don't I turn it on the side, and I think now we're going to see. There we go. You can really see the 3D effect there. That's our ladder. Now how about we move it up here? It's a little confusing, isn't it? If I move it down here, back up a little bit. kind of neat. What if I do the side view here? And there it is. I think I've got it. That's it. That's the 3D ladder effect. If I go this way, it kind of starts bending. And if I go this way, it starts bending the other way. But I think that's it. That's our 3D ladder right there. Very cool. I hope you enjoyed it today, my friends, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my other video uploads. And please, please leave me a comment. I love your comments. And go visit Jon Harris's channel. I'll leave a link for his in the description. He's great. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time on Rain Francis Art. Bye.